This is my series about the oldest tricks in the book. These are patterns in debate that were used by the empire and are still used today, especially by politicians, media, and even online. They're called fallacies, but that just means a weak or dishonest way of arguing. Once you know them, you can spot them and you can reject them. Today is the false dilemma. That's when you're told there are only two choices, when in reality there are many. In feudal Europe, choices for most people were narrowed down. You either worked the land for the Lord or you starved. That same logic carried into empire. In Ireland and India and Africa, people got told you either accept British control or face chaos. By shrinking the field of possibility, the empire made itself look like the only reasonable option. In the Cold War, it became capitalism versus communism. Two boxes, nothing in between. That binary didn't happen by accident. Banks, governments, and media keep repeating it until all other paths were erased from public view. We still live in this narrow binary frame. You can either rent in a broken market or take out decades of mortgage debt. You can either work a corporate job or be treated as if you don't contribute anything. And your politics have been narrowed down to a two-party choice. Two different colours with the same protection for finance. Everyday life is boxed in by false choices. This feels natural, but nothing about this system is natural. It is the result of centuries of systems that have been designed to make exploitation feel natural. You see the binary a lot online. Someone says, billionaires shouldn't exist. And you might see someone reply, what, so you want communism? That's a false dilemma. The real range is much wider. They might want fairer taxation, more cooperative businesses, public banks, stronger regulation. But all of that is kept away from the debate when you accept this false binary. False dilemmas do more than distort debate. They shape how we live. They shrink our imagination. They prevent you from seeing alternatives. The idea is to make the exploitation feel inevitable, as if there's no way out. You can spot this weapon by listening for either or framing. If somebody says you're either with us or against us, or it's this or nothing, that is usually a sign that the field of acceptable debate has been shrunk deliberately. Housing framed as rent or buy. Politics framed as Republican or Democrat, Labour or Tory. Economy framed as capitalism versus communism. Are there really only two choices? No, there's always more. Notice when fear is used to block alternatives. If we don't cut spending, the country will collapse. If we don't go to war, we'll be overrun by immigrants. Your fear is being used to close the door on other ideas. It often leaves out the most obvious solutions. Ask yourself, who benefits from us not discussing alternatives? If the frame is being provided by people in power, politicians, banks, media, you can assume everything they say is designed to protect and entrench their power. Push back. Say, that's a false choice. There's way more options than this. You're shrinking the field. Let's talk about what's missing. That's only two options you've given me. I won't argue inside a box that was built to keep us exploited.